851, turn right heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established.
Hey everyone, welcome to DJ's Aviation. If you've been with the channel since the first months of this year, and even in December of 2017, you may be aware I've got a strong interest in the development of UK airports, while also holding some strong views on what should be done with them. However, we'll save those strong views for a podcast. In the meantime, in this particular video, I want to revisit the whole runway and airport expansion situation, specifically with London's Gatwick, an airport which plays second fiddle to, if you will, London's Heathrow. Late last night, Australian time, we got our first glimpse of the Gatwick expansion plans, or master plans if you will. These plans included 3 options for the future, and in this video I do plan to go over each one. However, one of them I want to focus more in depth with, and that is the potential second runway. This second runway, according to the plans, won't be built from scratch, but you'll have to bear with me on that as I want to detail something else later in the video. The plans outlined indicate that the second runway will be the current standby runway. The idea has been labelled innovative by the Gatwick chief executive, and the airport believes through using their already established emergency runway, they'll be able to operate planes through it by the mid-2020s. It'd mean that the airport would further expand its capacity to 70 million passengers by 2032, a goal which would further see London grow in terms of tourism and connectivity. However, this runway in the master proposal will be used for short-haul departures only. If they did go ahead, they would need to move the runway 12 metres to the north. And what's the reasoning behind this, you might ask? Well, moving this 12 metres to the north will actually allow the airport to comply with the international safety regulations, as right now it's too close to the main runway for planes to use it to take off and depart. A lot of people believe that Gatwick have 2 operational runways, but that simply isn't the case. While there is definitely a second runway there, it isn't operational as I've stated because of this safety regulation. The chief executive of the airport, Stuart Wingate, said, "Our draft master plan offers agile, productive and low-impact ways of unlocking much-needed new capacity and increased resilience from within our existing infrastructure." Meanwhile, the operator of the airport stated, "This method of using the runways would mean that there would be no change to arrival flight paths, although some departing flights would take off slightly further to the north. This, of course, is a benefit to the airport, as no major changes will need to be applied. A contrast to this would be London's Heathrow, with their third runway set to join the airport in the coming years." There are some other plans which have been unveiled though, and they are just as interesting. The airport has outlined plans to use brand new technology to increase the capacity of the current runway. In addition to this, there's still the plan to build a completely brand new second runway to the south, and this would be from scratch. Each of these options outlined in the Grand Master Plan have their benefits, but some of them are outweighed by negatives. The tick of approval has been given by the MP of the area, Henry Smith, who welcomed all the proposals with open arms, saying, "I've always supported the airport growing within its existing boundaries, and welcome their exciting new vision for incremental growth that will support more jobs and opportunities in Crawley." Which proposal do you believe is best for Gatwick and London on a whole in the future? Is it the use of the current second runway, which isn't operational at the moment? Is it the brand new runway to the south of the current one? Or is it the introduction of new technology to the current runway, which would aid the departures and landings at the airport? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd like to thank you very much for tuning into this video of mine, and I do look forward to you all joining me in the next one.
Race all of these broken dreams in flight, and we'll fly.